What's up, guys? Welcome to the second episode of our second season for the Clout Talk podcast. If you want to be caught up on everything about us, visit our Instagram at the Clout Talk podcast, and also check out our parent media company at the Clout Cloud, giving you viral updates for everything in hip-hop culture every day. But we're here to summarize the week, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. My name's Joe. I'm here with my co-hosts Sean, Pedro, and Brian.
What it do?
What's up, everyone? It's good.
Yeah, so y'all want to jump into this shit? Let's go with this Lil Wayne. He just announced that he's dropping Funeral, coming out January 31st.
The fucking GOAT, man. Just like
So good.
so excited, bro. Last album.
Is that confirmed?
I think it might be, yeah.
I've seen a lot of rumors about it in a lot of forums that it's speculated it's his last one.
Yeah.
But like he hasn't like explicitly said it. I don't think.
See the name of the album.
yeah.
The album's kind of like I feel like you'd think it's his last one. In my opinion.
I think it will be, to be honest, and I think it might be like the best music that he's ever made. Like, what did y'all think about Carter 5?
It was really good. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
It was really diverse. Had like all types of like it kind of had like old Wayne on it. Also had like this new Wayne. Like I really like to like dedicate. That's my favorite.
There's gonna be a lot of like really high standards for this album though,
For sure.
because
yeah.
like people say like people can't even be like he's washed up because the Carter 5 was so good, like you said.
Yeah. But literally the Carter 5, I feel like some people, I think, they really like it a lot because we're just waiting on it so much. Like,
Yeah.
like
you.
Sorry for the
Literally.
wait.
Yeah, but it was like, as you said, like a good album. Not only like it was like you were just waiting for something. Like it actually had like really good songs on it. And that's like what made it such a good album.
That's what I'm saying.
You what features do you think he's gonna have on this new jump? I think he's gonna have X.
I really hope he doesn't, bro.
X.
I'm be honestly really upset if he has X on this album.
Dude, X doesn't have that much stuff recorded anymore. I feel like all
Does
the-
it need it? You don't need it. Why do they
Oh,
even drop
yeah.
anything? We've already talked so many times. He doesn't need to drop anything from it. He shouldn't even like. I don't even really think like Lil Wayne and X like really knew each other when X was alive. Like it didn't even seem like they ever had like footage recorded together or anything. And then like he was on the album, and I didn't even really like that song they had together in the first place. And then like if he, I just don't think he's gonna have a song with X. I don't see that happening at all. Honestly, do you think? I think he might not have that many features at all. It's very possible.
I mean, I love songs with just Wayne.
I think
he's really good with features too. That's the thing.
Yeah,
like,
he's really, that's what I'm saying, he's like super diverse. Like Carter 5, he had songs by
he had a lot of
himself.
features.
Yeah, but he had a lot of features, but the songs, most of the songs with features were his.
It was a pretty big album, right?
Yeah, it was like 20 songs.
It was some 20-some songs.
Yeah, he had
it
Kendrick, he had Travis.
Yeah, he did.
X.
He probably has some Kendrick.
He had his daughter on it too. I'm pretty sure. Like
and
that.
his ex-wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nivea or something like that. But I think there's gonna be a Big Sean feature, definitely. Big Sean and Wayne, like that's a good combo right there.
Great
they
combo.
go crazy.
This is like the most cliche thing to say, but I really hope it has a Drake feature, man. Like
Dude,
I just
Wayne-
want more
Drake,
songs with them
Drake and
together.
Wayne are also very good.
Yeah, maybe
good.
one feature would be nice.
When have they missed?
I'm not fiending for one, but it would.
They
be
haven't.
Nice
They're 10 for 10,
like
man.
right above it is like my favorite Wayne song. Like it's one of them anyway.
Yeah.
It's like up there. I love that song, and like Drake.
I like
just
Miss
rock
Me,
that
dude.
shit.
Yeah.
Like
You heard Miss Me?
yeah, of course.
That John goes ham as fuck.
You know,
I'm thinking later.
The one on Carter 4 is good. It's like Drake, Jadakiss.
Oh, I'm good. Yeah,
I'm good. Yeah,
That John
I'm
goes
good.
hard as
That
fuck,
one
bro.
goes so hard.
I think that
They've been making a lot of
You got
good
it,
music
you got it.
for a long time. If you think about it,
Twenty-
back to like
almost 20
gonorrhea,
Like
like a long ass time ago, bro.
When did his first album come out? It's something like 20 years, right?
that wasn't his first album. Well, he was
It's like 97.
he was in that group in the 90s.
Yeah, Hot Boys.
Yeah, Hot
Yeah,
Boys.
he was. He was.
I think it's 500 Degrees was his first album. Or The Block is Hot, something like that.
When the baggy jeans were still in style.
Oh yeah, a lot of videos from that era for sure.
Yeah, I feel it's crazy like being famous. You go through like so many different types of like styles and stuff. Like you go from like you think like someone like we were talking like Eminem last week. Like Eminem, like you think about it, like when he first started rapping, which is literally 20 years ago. He's like wearing all this baggy stuff, you know, like going from like fitted hats to snapbacks, back to fitted hats. Like you go through all these changes. Like Kanye West, you look at what he wore
Pink
like
polo.
bricks ago. Now like all these artists just wearing like I feel like these artists be wearing like anything. You can just like, put out anything and like they can just rock it.
They
know
just
some
follow
of
the
them really
trends.
rock it.
They follow the trends,
Yeah.
but some of them are trendsetters though, like Kanye or
Yeah.
Wayne. I mean, Wayne started like a lot of like the skater like
Yeah.
fashion, you know.
Oh, he did.
Wayne did so much that like, what are like one of your like top Wayne GOAT moments like that made him a GOAT? Like, what do you think?
Oh, the interview.
With the lean?
The interview when you just look at his fingers.
Oh, yeah.
He has great interviews like across the board. I know which one you're talking about. But,
Yeah,
like,
Mad
My
disrespect.
GOAT Wayne moment.
Yeah, like what stamps him as a GOAT?
What stamps him at the Carter series for sure? Just like all of it. Like it's not like a specific moment, but just like that
know what you
entire
mean.
like part, like the 1 through 5.
Even like after 4
Shit's-
and 5 still being so amazing.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, but like especially 1, 2, and 3 though. But like I mean, 4 like truly solidified him in my eyes. 3 was like
Yeah.
his prime though. 3 is my favorite Wayne album. But like the Carter series just goes to show that his discography just shits on like almost anyone's ever. Because he also has all the No Ceilings tapes. Sorry for the Wave.
Sorry for the
His
Wave,
like his
Sorry for the
discography is just insane.
He's a king of mixtapes.
But
I'm
the-
not a human being.
I'm not a human being, but the Carters to me, that series just defines him the most.
What do y'all think of
Well, yeah, definitely defines him as an artist the most.
What's your GOAT moment for Wayne?
When he had that I think it's called like Disposition or something, like with TMZ, he was getting interviewed by Fed, and he was like, I don't know the answer, I do not recall. That shit was just so funny to me. But
I do remember that.
Wayne is the GOAT though. Like he's had many GOAT moments. I can't even think of them all.
Did y'all see that video like last week? He was like playing like it was like he was standing at a skate park. He was like just like sipping. He was on camera and he was like playing Never Have I Ever. It was like his first time ever playing it. It's on YouTube. You should look it up. It's actually a really interesting video. Like the way he was like talking about his life and like decision. They were like it was like Never Have I Ever like regretted like saying I was in love, and like just like hearing the way he views that question and like all of his life experiences. It honestly was really interesting.
Yeah,
I recommend y'all check that out.
Definitely
he's
gotta
very
check that
smart
out.
individual though. Like he knows his stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Don't
yeah,
blame him,
he's
don't
super
blame him.
intelligent.
Like just to be in the business this long and not like fuck up, because like it's so easy to fuck
Well,
up. in this
he did
business.
kind of fuck up. Like his
Couple times.
first contract is just so shitty. Like with
That is
Birdman and
true.
everything.
That
like,
is true.
That was
That's
a big
true.
fuck
Well,
up.
I know. I meant like more. Even though like I mean like more like legally or like also like you see like we've been seeing like all these young people like dying and stuff off like drugs and stuff.
He had a few scares though.
He
with
did.
all the seizures and stuff. But I definitely see your point though. Like
But
it never
he's-
really got
he-
him.
Yeah, exactly. He's still here,
Mhm.
and like I'm just really happy because like exactly if I got a notification that Wayne passed, bruh, I don't
You
know.
said-
I tears would definitely fall from my eyes, bruh.
That's
I can't
my
even lie.
favorite rapper of all time. for
Easily
sure.
my favorite artist. The only artist I probably he was my first rapper I ever listened to. The only rapper I'm like
Same.
where I first listened to. I'm still listening to them. Like even though like I like one of the first rappers I listened to was Jay-Z. Like I really don't even listen to Jay-Z like that anymore. Like I want to just be like driving, but let me listen to a Jay-Z song. Like every day I probably listen to at least one Lil Wayne song every single day because he's just so good. Like what do y'all think about Rebirth though? What y'all think of that? Because a lot of people, I've had a lot of mixed opinions.
I heard that was like a lot of people think it's like his worst album.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
Well,
definitely towards the bottom. I don't think it's like shit though.
Doesn't
It's
it have
still
really good like
It's still good.
reviews like back in the day when it did come
Yeah,
out?
when
though?
it
Isn't
came
that-
out, I did have really good reviews. I'm just like me personally. I like to watch. I just really like me. Like when I feel like being an artist, I really feel like it's really good when you're more diverse. You can show people what you
That's
can
what I'm
do,
saying.
and that really showed Lil Wayne he can do. Showed everyone Lil Wayne can really pretty much do anything. Like I don't know how you can go from some like Lollipop to like something like
Drop the
Exactly.
like Drop the World. Like that song goes so hard. Like,
I love
can't
that
lie.
song.
Prom Queen, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Prom Queen, Knockout, fucking
Knockout, yeah.
Out of Love, bro. Like hits, I'm telling you. And I
Crazy.
feel like when artists like move off to the left a little bit and they try something new, it always gets labeled as their worst album.
Yeah.
But I feel like at that point Wayne was just so like successful that he just got bored. Like, yo, fuck it, like let's make a rap album or I mean a rock album or let's go skateboard or something like that. He just learns like all this different stuff just like because he's just bored. He's just on top and he knows his stuff. So
A lot of artists will release like something like you said, like it sounds different, they'll get hated on it, and then like in the future, they'll get love like Yeezus. Like obviously, like
Yeah,
that
Yeezus
got so
aged
much hate at the
super
time.
well.
But like
Yeezus,
someone,
everyone
yeah.
hated on Yeezus. It blew. I was like, this album is so good.
one artist though that can like
That was so
always
good.
feel like he could drop an album of a different style and never receive hate is just like Travis. Like he could drop a new style next album and people would still be like, this is so different. Like I love this Travis. Like that. People will always say that about his
I
albums.
feel like Migos too. I feel like Migos like
Nah, I mean actually
You
no,
think so?
I do agree with you. because-
Migos. They
They always
changed their
can-
music so much.
Can
I
you?
can't lie.
What do you mean?
Like,
No, I need you to go in
if you
detail.
go from like when Migos like first started dropping their stuff, like I'm talking like Bando,
Yeah.
like Commando,
Yeah.
all those OG songs. Like now, then you fast forward to like Culture 2. Like Culture 2 sounds completely different than even Culture 1. To be honest, they're kind of like doing just like their own things, like because like they've already made it. Like I feel like once you
Yeah, but
make
after
it,
like I feel like after like yeah, you might be right like from like the very beginning, but I feel like in the past like over time in the past like 3 years though, like a lot of their stuff just does sound the same.
You know, I actually I really disagree with you. I think they just changed with the times. I think like Culture One was, they're like Young Thug just dropped So Much Fun, right? Commercial album. A lot of people have always respected Young Thug, but he's never had that huge success.
Yeah.
That's what Culture One was for the Migos, you know? Because like they were making all these like Atlanta-esque like Zaytoven beats, like, and it was like they were all like. You know what I'm talking about? And like that shit was hard. Like, don't get me wrong, that shit was mad hard. But like I feel like they just adjusted for the mainstream.
Yeah.
And look at Culture One, they had Bad and Bougie, that was the #1 hit.
Yeah.
Like,
you know?
I can't remember back then. Like I'm talking about like No Label 2.
Oh, that's
No
my
Label,
favorite album of theirs besides
Yeah,
Culture.
No Label 2. I love No Label 2.
Back
bro.
then, Quavo was rapping.
Yeah.
He was going off. I feel like now he's just more chillax, like more melody type, flow with the auto-tune and all that.
I feel like ever since they first entered that phase of like, let's just do the same ad-libs every time and do that flow, then they have not changed. Like, so I see what you mean of
They
like
started ad-libs though. I can't like.
I really can't even argue that they really did. I mean, I wouldn't know if I don't know if like they started like ad-libs in general.
Well, they didn't start. Yeah,
but
they
like
started,
that
after
thing of like putting it between every other word and like doing it all the time, like they really like made that shit fly. Like,
they made it hot. Yeah,
you cannot. Nobody can really argue that. I mean, people have done it like. They might not be the best at it in 2020, but like they're definitely like OGs at that shit, and like everyone has to give them credit for that. But like, I don't know, like that's just my opinion on it. I feel like Migos, like what you said earlier though, you're like if Migos switch up their style, they wouldn't get hate for that. I agree with you because they have sounded so the same for the last like 5 years. I feel like if they did sound like a lot different on like this next album, then like. They would be like, people would be lit for that. I mean, like, look at Quality Control, like, album and, like, Frosted Flakes. Like, that literally sounds like a bunch of songs like Culture, too. Like, a lot of those songs sound so similar with the same beats and the same ad-libs. Like,
Frosted Flakes with Quavo?
Yeah,
it
Frosted
was
Flakes
like all
Migos. It was a
Migos.
Migos song.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm trying to say, though?
Yeah,
like, if
I
they
know
dropped a
exactly
new
what you're
album,
saying.
people would fuck with that because they sound different again. And people do enjoy them. Like, for example, on Jack Boys, that Quavo song and Offset, that shit was hard. Because they sounded like, I fuck with their vibe on that song. They
Had
sound,
enough.
Yeah, that shit's hard.
It's good.
I like them when they're doing something original, but when they sound the same, I just can't even listen to it anymore.
Facts.
Like it's literally just like I hear that so much, and it's like no.
Before cycling into the next topic, I'd like to bring up going back to Wayne a little bit. If go to his Instagram and he has this artwork. He has a video, and it's the album art, right? And it like zooms in on Funeral, and then when you flip Funeral over, it says Lil Wayne. Like if you just like. Go like that with the album art. It says Lil Wayne. It's pretty cool.
Dope.
It's tough.
Yeah,
I peeped.
it's pretty dope.
Y'all hear Lil Baby announce his album too?
Yeah,
That's pretty
yeah,
dope.
he did.
It's for February, right?
Yeah, he didn't. He hasn't picked a day yet, but it's going to be one of the Fridays in February.
Okay.
So yeah,
I hope he really goes off on that shit. If that shit is like insane, he produced like 4 bangers. He will like have really made a big year out of himself.
Yeah.
Not like he didn't have a big year last year or anything.
Yeah.
But like he could always make it bigger.
I feel like Lil Baby has become like, I think in my opinion, like at first I thought like the best feature artist you could have on a track is Gunna, but like now I'm kind of going towards Lil Baby because like Lil Baby can literally go on like anything.
I was thinking about that,
because like for such a long time it was just like any song you saw featuring Gunna. Now it's like every song you see featuring Lil Baby. Like it's just that flow he has, just like that voice, just like
I feel like it's still both of them. I think
it's still both.
Gunna might just be working on something right now, low key.
Hopefully
he's working on something. I still way rather have Gunna in a lot of features. Than
me personally, I do.
I just think Lil Baby he has had a lot of bangers, but like a lot of his stuff like I didn't even really like him on Heist in the Rumors. I think I said this last episode. Like I didn't really like his one. I honestly a lot of people didn't like the Spanish girl. I actually liked that. I thought she sounded good. I thought she sounded cool with Travis. But I thought Lil Baby at the end, like I just didn't even know what he was talking about the whole time, and like well, I don't even know why he came in. The flow, I think he changed the flow of the song completely. And I know that a lot of people disagree on that.
Yeah,
I'm happy y'all agree with me, other than Joe.
I personally think that that's one of the verses that Lil Baby has done the best recently. Like one of his best verses of 2019. Like
you're literally insane.
Oh, wait, I
don't know how you can
Travis
say that.
Highs in the Room?
Yeah.
How can he say that, bro?
No.
That shit is
feature? Best
Yeah.
feature of 2019.
No, of
What were you even
his.
listening to?
Of his.
What was
Yeah.
your mind hearing when you were listening to the
way.
song?
The words, bro. He's finding pockets.
Mine
I'm
is
telling
Trap by St. John. I love that song, bro. Featuring Lil Baby. That's my favorite feature.
That was a
Lil Baby.
slept on album.
That album is so slept on, bro. That album is 10 out of 10. It's so good. I can't even fake.
I love the song that he has. This is an older song though. I heard you got too lit last night.
Yeah,
Yo,
Pedro got me
love
into that song.
I
Pedro
love
got me into that song.
Really?
Yeah, that song's
That
so
goes
good.
hard,
That song
dog.
cracks.
Once I first heard it, I was like, "Yo, who is this?" It was like St. John. I was like, "Never heard of the dude," but
Never
that
heard-
song was
I
like
never
fire.
He's been blowing up, hasn't he?
Mhm.
Yeah, he
He's
has.
been getting
Yeah, he just has that just like he's really talented. He can sing, he can rap, he can do it. Like
Where's he from?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Yo, Joey, could we get a fact check on where St. John is from? Thanks, bud.
St. John's from Brooklyn, New York.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
I can definitely see that. I can
33 years old.
Really?
Wait,
Damn, he must have been
what?
grinding for a while. I definitely
Yeah.
assumed that he was younger.
Yeah, me too. I thought he was definitely in his 20s. No, I can. He definitely has. I've been watching the music video. He has that New York vibe.
Word,
Facts.
word. But going back to Lil Baby though, so what are you guys expecting for this project? Like, are you expecting it to be like his best project yet? Or are you
I hope it
expecting
is.
it to be like whatever?
I hope
What are
it
you?
is.
What are
I
you
hope
looking
I'm
for?
hoping for some really good features.
Yeah, because Street Gossip was really good.
I really enjoyed
I
Street
really.
Gossip.
It's not like it wasn't like a banger album, but it was just like really. It was just really good music.
was a good trap
good.
album,
Like it was
yeah.
really good trap album. Like really good music. Some like I can be driving. I could listen to the whole album like front to back, and I wouldn't even know. Like one of those albums. And like one song I really like on his like people sleep on is Chastised. Just like that guitar, it'd be getting me.
I love Time.
Dude, I'm
Right.
telling you, like,
Time-
there's so many songs on there, like Time, like
Yeah.
that don't like
Ready?
haven't even blown up like that, but they're just so
Man.
low key and they're
I
so
was
Yeah.
so expecting that to blow up.
this week,
Yeah.
bro.
Global. And
Global,
this week,
this-
Global.
yeah.
Global.
Even Section 8 with Young Thug,
Young
that joint
Thug.
was hard as hell, bro.
Yeah.
That shit's hard. I don't know how Section 8 hasn't blown up yet.
You know, I'm definitely expecting a Young Thug feature on his album. If you actually look through Lil Baby's discography, Young Thug is featured on every single album,
Yeah.
except for one, I think.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's
That's
insane.
man.
It's insane. I mean, because they went to fucking high school together.
That geeks.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm looking for something different from Lil Baby this time. I mean, well, more of the same, but elevated though. It's going to be enhanced. I feel something to prove. I just think that is a great lead single. Like that is really like he really showed a different side of himself. I feel like,
I like that song.
and not a different side of himself, but just a different side of his talent, like what he can do. So I feel like it's going to be more of that, and we're going to see an elevated Lil Baby. He's starting to learn more because he said he's new to rap.
Yeah.
How does he
He just
sound
started
that
rapping,
different in
like,
that
2.5
song?
years ago. What do you mean?
You said he opens up a different element of his rap. What do you mean?
Like, I mean, he's hitting pockets that he wasn't hitting before. He's like using clever wordplay because like a lot of the times he was just saying the same shit over and over again in all the songs.
I wouldn't
But he
say that
started
he's like
referencing
hitting a whole new
different
pocket.
things.
I would just say it's like one of his better songs. Because like I feel like
Well, do
artists.
you know what pockets are?
I mean, like you're just saying that he's like not like exactly.
No, pockets are in beats.
Okay.
Like when you're hitting different pockets in a flow, he's flowing slightly different. Like it's not the same flow that he uses all the time. And yeah, it was pretty fast still.
It's nice to see that though. I see
Yeah.
what you're saying. Like I feel with like artists like Lil Baby for like is actually a really good example. Like if he wanted to, y'all probably agree on this. Like if he wanted to, he could always hit the pockets and make his songs bangers.
Yeah.
But like sometimes he's just lazy with his lyrics. So like this is just like one of his good songs where he actually like wanted to try. Because like his collab with like Gunna, like a lot of people said that shit was really rushed.
Yeah, it was definitely.
Like and he could have made that shit. Oh, like that album could have been like literally a masterpiece
It
if they
could've.
would have taken a long time on it and put their effort into it.
I feel like the best song on the album, the best song on the album is the single "Drip Too Hard," but like, we already heard that before it dropped.
Yeah.
So and then there's Never Recover, but I feel like Never Recover is just kind of hard because it has Drake on it.
Yeah.
And like I feel like if it didn't have Drake, it just wouldn't bang as much.
I like Style Stealer.
I like I Am. That's my second favorite song.
It's a good song.
I Am. That's really good.
My favorite genre on that wasn't Never Recover or Drip Too Hard is Off-White V-Lone Once. Off-White
yeah.
V-Lone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That song
That
is
shit
good.
goes
That song name is just like funny as hell.
Yeah.
That's just a vibe though.
Yeah.
But back to something to prove. You said that he's hitting every pocket on the song. It's because when he records, he uses the punch-in method. So like he freestyles the joint and like until he fucks up, and he's like, all right, tell us the engineer, yeah, run that back, and then you just freestyle. Like I could hear it like perfectly in that song. Like you like there was too many different topics, but he was just hitting like every joint, and it was just
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah,
Like,
you see what I meant.
yeah, it was tough.
Because I mean that's what you do, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
Go check out Pedro. He raps too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the next topic, yo?
Yo, well, we could cycle into something a little different because we've been talking about Wayne, we've been talking about a little bit of Young Thug here and there. Young Thug said that Juice WRLD is the next Lil Wayne, and unfortunately we're not going to be able to see too much more from him as we would have liked, but the news came out of how he died. It was a mix of codeine and oxycodone, and it was the toxicity between the two that led to him collapsing in the airport. So
It wasn't the perks?
So it wasn't perks.
It wasn't perks.
Oh, damn.
So why are people saying that the whole time? Everyone said that, and then it just completely changes now?
Because that's what he did a lot of. Like,
Yeah, I know.
So
yeah.
like the people with him just might not have known what he had on him. Because
Yeah.
I mean, when you get as addicted like that,
I know what you're trying to say. Like, he could have just been taking that, and like it wouldn't even have been that
he
serious.
kind of was just like popping like whatever. Honestly, like perks might have been his favorite, but and obviously I wasn't there, so I don't know. But like when you get to a point as an addict, like you can really just start taking whatever and just like
No, I know.
have whatever on you at all the time.
Yeah, but I see what you're saying. But either way, like, that's so interesting to say he was like the new Wayne. I can kind of see that though. Like, I can kind of like see that understanding of that comparison. Like, to me, they aren't the same. Like, but it is like an interesting. It's just like their word flow, like their lyrics are just so good, both of them. And like people love Wayne's lyrics and people love Juice WRLD's lyrics. And I feel like that's why I feel like that's why he's saying that, because they're just like their lyrics are like so motivational.
I feel like it's more on impact than it is on actual like rapping like style is what Young Thug was trying to say.
Yeah, and the impact of his lyrics is what I mean. We're on the same page.
Yeah,
I think it's more of just the way that he made music. Like Wayne doesn't write anything; he freestyles everything.
And Juice
WRLD.
Yeah.
that was probably a big part of it.
Like,
as well.
his whole album was like he said like he did not write pretty much his whole album. Like Feeling, that's a one take song. He literally says it. A bunch of them were like few takes, but he literally just like freestyles the whole entire genre, which is literally crazy. I just don't know how you can even like. Because to me, like, I love freestyle and stuff, but I can never, like, sing and freestyle, and make a whole song about it. Like, he's just so talented. Also, just, he's also so young. Like, he was just turned 21. His career started when he was, he started popping off when he was, like, 18, right? Something like that. And it's also, like, the way Wayne raps, like, you listen to a Wayne lyric, and you're like, dang, that was clever. That's like that bar was clever as fuck. He's same thing with Juice WRLD. He's rapping. You listen. You're like, oh my god, that bar was clever as fuck. But even when he's singing, he like has those like puns, those like things that are just mad clever. That a lot of rappers really don't be doing. Like they just be rapping about just like cars, money, shoes, clothes, all that. But Juice WRLD really like he was rapping about that. But then like, oh, I got this, but then I also got that. You're like, oh, he got this and that. Like
pain.
Yeah,
he said this and that.
He got this and that. Like, oh my god, this man is fire.
Yeah,
I really hate how like TMZ is just like milking the hell out of the situation about Juice WRLD's death. Like I recently saw a post on TMZ and it said like they're trying to say like, oh yeah, they were headlining before he died, he let out a gasp, and that was literally the headline. I was like, what was the point of like why would
Bro, they're just so bored.
That's
and,
what I'm
like,
saying,
they just
like,
fiends for news. Like that's all headliners that catch people attention like has like that one thing has just like changed journalism.
Yeah.
Like people
there's
like when
word for
shit
it.
happens in the world, you cannot look at headlines anymore. Just for an example,
Clickbait. That's what
not
it's
even
called,
to like
clickbait.
not even to get into politics, but just like the Trump impeachment thing. Like every single headline was like incorrect of what actually was going on in the process. Like saying,
well, he was impeached.
no, but like with the impeachment process, like you're not technically
Removed from office.
You're not technically like you know how it's like you get impeached and then the Senate like has to approve that impeachment and then he's actually gone. Well, like until the files are actually sent to the Senate, it doesn't even count as that first impeachment process.
There's like a difference between being impeached and like being actually
no,
removed
and that's what
from office.
I agree with you, and that's what I'm saying. For him to be impeached, the House has to vote him like gone, and that's what they did, right? And then they have to send the files over, and they did that now. That happened a couple days ago, but they were saying that already happened like 2 weeks ago. But my point is, it's like just like they milk the shit out of anything now with like journalism. Like that's like it didn't even.
The internet changed it all. The internet changed it all because it made like how much their companies are worth, like based on a series of how many people click and like because that implies that they read their shit. Whoever clicks on it, so it's all just about clicks. So if you have a catchy ass, flashy headline, it raises their money. It
What
raises
does it even
their
mean?
status.
He let off a gasp. Did you read it?
like
what does it even mean?
I mean, he went like
before he died and overdosed, he like let out a gasp. And that was the headline.
He
right?
probably
Maybe because
got,
he was about to die.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
probably
but
all of a
like-
sudden he probably just started feeling like crazy. Like
Yeah.
I don't really know what that feels like. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know.
but it would probably he's probably in some sort of pain or something.
It's just like crazy that they actually said that.
yeah.
Yeah. Hey, but rest in peace, man. Rest in peace.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
For
but
sure.
his parents posted that thing on his Instagram. Did y'all see that?
Yeah, that he will be dropping more music. Well, not he will, but his camp will be dropping more music.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
I just really just don't want his name to be slandered. Like,
Dude,
like,
I do not want features to be sold at all from him. Like,
Yeah.
I hope
It's gonna
that he
happen.
drops a good album, and that's literally the end of it.
It's gonna happen. I bet you he has two.
he's gonna drop multiple albums. I think.
Because
Yeah.
his vault
He
is
is.
extensive
It is.
because of
He
how
is.
he raps. He has
He is.
so much
I'm just not
music.
trying to hear some Juice World come out that's like just like not even something he actually cares about. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
how like some
That's what I'm
stupid
saying.
X comes out that like
Yeah, that's
that like
exactly
nobody
what
wants to
I'm
hear. It's like the
saying,
same
like-
thing. Like I'm trying to hear like what he wanted to be said.
Like,
Not like what people just want to make money off his bullshit.
yeah, like it's different with X because like X, like in my opinion, like it's I feel like X music can be released because X like didn't even reach his prime yet. Like X was going and he like his second album had dropped and he was like after that he was about I feel like if he like, was still alive
Yeah,
and then
that's-
He would
dropped
be
another
better.
album,
He'd be
He'd be bigger than
that-
Drake.
Yeah, that
Easily.
Shut up.
Okay, I don't know what that.
Shut the fuck
I don't
up.
know.
No,
Talk to
no,
Ilias about it.
no.
He'll literally tell you.
I don't
He'd
know,
be
okay.
easily
What do you
bigger
mean?
than
Talk
Drake.
to Ilias about it, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Two
Like,
big songs. He already had like 28 million monthly
Okay,
listeners.
I don't
every single
I don't know about that,
Bro,
but
no.
he would have been
No.
he
On
no,
top
he would
of
have
the
been
game, bro.
the top. No, yeah, he would have been easily top of the game, and I think he would have been a better artist. He would have been bigger than Juice WRLD because Juice WRLD is huge, and I think
Yeah.
if he stayed alive, dropped another album, and then that would probably been his like album that he's like known for, the album that got him out. But I think this is still before he died before his prime, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Juice WRLD, I think he was right. Like when he dropped A Death Race for Us, that's like him in his prime album, and like he's like Juice WRLD died in his prime.
he still had some room to grow.
I thi-
But
I-
he was more polished than X was for sure.
I think
in
yeah,
my
exactly.
opinion.
But so like X, like yeah, Juice WRLD was more polished, and like the thing is like as me, Juice WRLD is one of my favorite artists. Like I said, I love Lil Wayne. Juice WRLD reminds me of Lil Wayne, so of course I love Juice WRLD. I just don't want him to release all this music that's like stuff that because he has like definitely thousands of songs. I don't want to like release like a song like he wasn't like if he was like looking down from heaven, like I definitely would not put that on my album.
Yeah.
Like
He's like that
something
shit. He was like he's just like looking at. He's like, bruh. I was really high as hell during
Yeah,
that song.
when I-
I think
when
most
I-
that shit-
when I made
he's like, why
that.
is that shit even in the vault still? I deleted that. He's like, I didn't even know that got out.
Yeah.
You know something about Juice though is that he's one of the most leaked artists
yeah.
out. Like
Yeah.
him
Him
and
and
Young
Cardi.
Thug have the most leaks, and Cardi's up there too. But they're high quality for the most part. Like they're good. They're finished songs almost. Like they
Yeah.
might not quite be mixed perfectly, but there's some really crazy Juice leaks. Like a lot of people think that they're like some of their favorite songs. The people who are really into it, like the internet heads,
Oh yeah.
their favorite songs are unreleased.
100%.
Like,
100%. I have a
and
bunch
they're
of
not
friends.
just saying that to be cool.
Yeah,
Like,
I have,
it's,
I have so
actually
many friends
really
like
good.
that. I have a
Yeah.
friend who really sends me like unreleased Juice stuff every day. He's just like, oh, this joint goes. This joint's so hard. It's so
Yeah,
great.
like I think he's gonna have multiple albums that are actually still like phenomenal. I don't know if it's gonna be what he would have put out because there's no way to know that.
Exactly.
But I think they're still gonna be really high quality, and it's not going to be similar to X. And bro, I'm sorry, we need to talk about this, bro.
What?
X would not have been bigger than Drake, bro.
Dude, I
That
don't
is the
even
most
care.
ridiculous take.
X would have
I'm
been.
sorry.
Dude, don't even like. Let's not even talk about Drake then. But like, I'm telling you, X.
What do you? You
Well,
can't
X. Just listen. X would have been the top of the game. Like, there's literally no question about that.
Okay, well-
every song. Just listen, bro. Every song he was dropping was banger. And literally, his albums,
banger.
people were loving him, bro. And so fast, he became such an amazing artist. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
And
It
he
was-
was,
it was
bro.
done
Like, he was
fast.
getting like straight. His song is the most streamed song ever on SoundCloud.
Yeah. Look at
Ever,
me.
bro.
Look at me.
No,
Love?
Fuck Love.
Oh really?
Yeah, the most
Oh.
streamed song ever. That's not even one of my favorite X songs. Like, but that just like shows like his songs were like so powerful, and people like
It's a great song.
people
It's
literally
an amazing
loved
song.
him. People were like, dude, I really remember when he died. I was so pissed off.
It's
Yeah.
gonna make a good
Oh.
post though. Was X about to be better than Drake?
X would have been. I
That's
think
definitely gonna be a headline.
I
Yeah.
think, like-
That's what I'm saying.
I can tell you right now that like
Talking about clickbait.
I can
like-
tell you right now that like if X was not bigger than Drake, he would definitely be like he would without a doubt
right.
be like on top 3 level right now.
You think
Like,
like
with-
Travis? Like
oh yeah, I think he would be on Travis's level right now easily. I think he'd be. I mean, I
That
like I
was-
said,
that
I think
was
he
over
would
a
be
year
better than
ago.
Drake. So I
Dude,
easily
Drake
think
sold 1 million in the streaming era. Do you know how insane that is to do? To sell 1 million in first week in the streaming era? That is insane.
He had $1 billion on
Bro, but
Spotify.
X
Wait,
was
what
like
do you mean by that?
but X was
$1 million
still
for an album.
but X is
first
still
week.
so
Oh,
young and had
shit.
so much potential.
It was
He
in
was
the
nowhere
streaming
done
era
growing,
for
like you
views.
said.
That is also true.
Like
That's
he was
only just-
nowhere
first
near
came out
stopped to
streaming?
grow.
Yeah.
It's just mad.
X
the
would
way-
have
Those
never
are only
changed for the
streams, but,
mainstream
like,
too.
there's-
The way he died was just like such bullshit too. Like it's just like dang, like that's
Joe.
just sad.
X was so young, had so much potential, and he would have never changed to the mainstream like Drake.
Okay,
I mean,
I don't know about
how
that.
do-
He kinda,
how do you know? Did you talk
kinda
about
was-
it?
Because that's just like I mean I just can never like I just like known about his music for so long, and he always stayed true to like the music he believed in. Like even on his like cipher, like nobody thought he was gonna go on his knees and say that crazy shit, and he just wanted to because that's just like how he believes. Like he's very passionate for what he believes in.
He impacted a lot of people, but he still had a niche following. Like he wasn't mainstream really.
He was getting huge. Like when he died,
getting there, yeah. Sad was big before he passed in Moonlight.
Yeah, but those were like big for a couple more than like Moonlight came out like 5 months before he died, even over.
So
no, but you just made it sound like it came like a couple weeks before. That's like I don't know. I
didn't say that at all.
Not like you said those exact words. I just thought like you made it sound like it was like very near his like passing.
I mean, 5 months is pretty near someone's passing for their whole life.
Yeah, true. But I mean,
he
like
was the lead single for his last album.
I mean, he was definitely one of the most popular artists in the country when he died.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
100%. But that's not mainstream.
I said he was mainstream.
Oh, I thought you said he wasn't mainstream. He had a niche following.
He did have a niche following, but it was becoming mainstream because of how dark, like, that angsty rap, like, emo shit is, like, becoming mainstream.
And it's, like, sad music.
Yeah, like,
exactly.
Lil Peep, like, he was one of the people spearheading that. But I don't think he would have been top 3 though, because it still is niche. Like, there's so many people who don't relate to that at all. They don't experience pain like that, and they just are like, who the fuck is this clown ass guy?
I mean, you don't have to experience pain like that to like his music.
To an extent, you have to understand what he's saying. Yeah. And like for the mainstream, a lot of people
he just has good music though, but not all of his songs are depressing though. I mean, there's something wrong with that, and it's not like it's not even that serious. I'm just saying like that's my personal opinion. I really know he'd be that big. And, like, you can like his music and not have to relate to, like, being depressed. Like, you could just like, how it is.
Yeah, I do like Lil Peep, but, like, he do be on some sad shit sometimes.
Yeah, like, Lil Peep is, like, way more sad. Like, I actually do agree with you. You're saying, like,
100%.
Like, there are Lil Peep songs where you honestly could not relate unless you, like unfortunately are, like, depressed and, like, going through a lot in your life. But, like, with X, there's a lot of songs I feel like a lot of people could relate to.
A lot of people don't like X, though, because of all of the backlash.
A lot of people don't like Drake.
Yeah, because of the bad...
No, but it's for, like, different reasons, though. Like, people, don't like X because of what he did.
I know, with all the controversies.
Yeah, and he had a pretty bad past, too.
Yeah, we're not trying to go into that, though. That's just a lot right now.
Well, I'm just...
I agree with what you're saying. You're definitely right about that. But, I mean, like, not everyone can be liked at the same time.
I mean, yeah, that's true. No one will 100% be liked. But yeah, so cycling into something else that happened this week, Tupac. There's a statue of him in Dallas now that was formerly at there was like a center in Georgia, and it got moved to Dallas. The details for that haven't been released of why it's in Dallas yet, but it doesn't look anything like him. And there was a big photo op with it, and just doesn't look like him at all. So how are we feeling about? Is it
like a lot of
is it disrespectful? Is it an accident? Like what? How do you guys feel about this controversy?
Rang, it's an accident. Like, hey, but disrespect Tupac. Like,
how do you completely make a statue of a human being and it's just a different face?
I think that statue was meant for Dave Chappelle. I
think it does look like Dave Chappelle.
Are you being for real? So was it?
No.
I actually didn't see the statue. I saw the like the article about it.
Statue?
No, I saw the article about the statue and like all that stuff you're saying. But like, I mean, it could have looked. I didn't even see it. I don't know.
Well, you should have checked into that.
I mean, it does not look like Tupac at all. But
it was not supposed to be meant for Dave Chappelle, though.
Yeah.
That's it is, crazy. Right there.
Yeah. It doesn't look anything like that, man. And, I cannot believe they did that.
If you want to go check it out, go to the Clout Cloud. It's on their Instagram page. So
yeah,
if you want to go look at it, yeah.
So, are they like gonna like? They're gonna reconstruct it? Like, what's gonna happen?
No, dude, it's there.
Yeah.
It's there. It's there. Like,
it
just doesn't look like him at all. Like, it's so weak. It's so bad.
I know
dude.
wherever he is,
so
he's like, dang.
He probably doesn't give a fuck.
He's like still alive. Just kidding.
Oh, that's a whole thing.
He's like still alive right now. He's like, no,
he's probably on his phone. He's like, damn.
This is Tupac in the Himalayas right now. That's what I want to know.
Yo, but what's been going on with Antonio Brown?
Dude, he is like literally just like
he
was like literally a superstar a year ago, and now he's just like a whole different thing.
Is he going downhill? I feel like he's going down some Britney.
Y'all see the live stream?
Britney Spears shit.
No, I didn't.
Dude, he like live. Did you see it, Joe?
I didn't see it. What was it?
Wild.
Bro, that's like the biggest thing that you had to see about him. He was literally on live stream with like the cops. Like he was recording the cops. And, like,
when he locked himself in his house.
No, I was watching the live stream where he was outside and he was like screaming at the cops because they were coming to like talk to him about the fact that he flipped about his like ex-wife coming to get her car even though he gifted it to her. But I guess like they're like separated to the point where he doesn't want her coming back, and he was like going off. He's like, she's so useless, like get her out of here. Like he was like saying that on camera, and like he literally was just sounding like he was like literally hammered.
Yeah,
Like,
he was so dog. It's a funny ass live, dog.
It's just like crazy. Like he's just not professional at all anymore.
Yeah, not surprised, bro.
He was telling the police to like fuck off and like all this shit. It was a funny ass live.
Dude,
But
before he got arrested, like a few days before the arrest warrant was like issued, he was talking to the cops, and then he just like about like an assault case or something that like just recently happened, and they were talking to him about it, and then he just ran inside, locked himself inside, and just didn't open the door for them.
no way.
Yeah, I swear to God, he just ducked them like
Bro,
completely,
what?
and then they arrested him 3 days later.
That's wild.
Yeah, there was
Wait,
a whole article I read about
what
it.
was the warrant for? Assault?
It was for assault.
He like
You know what?
threw rocks at like a moving car company.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
was that what it was? Because I know it was with the mover.
He threw cars like a moving.
It looks like our fact checker Joe's got something to say.
He had a bond for $100,000 for a felony burglary and battery charge.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it wasn't assault; it was battery.
But there was like multiple things
I
that
always
he
get
has
those mixed
done.
up.
But like I was reading about that, like there's like it's not just like that one thing that he did. Like he's done
He's done a
multiple.
lot. Yeah,
He- like that's like the thing. It's like what is even going on? Like he has to be like. Is he really sober throughout all this shit?
Dude,
I don't know,
yo,
man.
you know what I think it is?
He could be drinking. Like
No,
honestly,
I don't
a
think
lot.
it's drinking. I think it's his brain.
Yeah.
Dude, he's played football. Like, there's a lot of things that have come up with that with CTE, man.
No, I
like
agree with
Junior
you.
Seau, like killing himself because but he shot himself in the chest so his brain could be studied, and that's how like people CTE really started being brought to the surface.
Well, that
They're-
happened.
Yeah,
He killed
he's a
himself
linebacker
really-
for the Chargers.
What?
I didn't even know that he literally killed himself in his heart for the one reason of this so they could study it.
Yeah, he was so depressed because like then it ended up being the cause of it was because of all the brain damage. Yeah,
Yeah,
And
I
he
mean,
shot himself in the heart so they could study his brain.
it is
Big
possible
deal.
that like he might be like going mental. I mean, then it's just like as simple as in like football just made him like mentally insane. But it's like
Maybe. I mean, it happens. It's not like uncommon.
it's just
And, like,
crazy though. Like
And also, maybe he just has like mental issues too that like, it's just coming out now. Like you really saw like I don't know if y'all seen you guys know Dante West is.
Yeah.
He was in NBA, like he's playing the Cavs. Now he's literally like homeless and stuff.
Yeah, I
I
saw
was
that.
watching a first take video and literally like he had like mental issues and the league literally just didn't really handle it. And when they sent him to a place, they really gave him the wrong medicine. They're really giving him this man's like the wrong medicine for his like his
He's
mental
homeless
disability.
now?
Yeah, he's literally this man's made almost $2 million in his NBA career and he's literally
That's it?
homeless. Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised it's not more.
No, it's either 2 million or 12 million.
It might have been 12.
Yeah.
Can't be on
Delonte
this
West.
Yeah.
He was like he was on the Cavs. He was
Yeah.
a pretty
I'm-
popular player. I mean, it was mainly because of playing next to LeBron.
But still, like either way, like how do you go from like NBA player just like on the street and like it's not.
Well, the same thing happened to Iverson. No, Iverson was a stud.
That's true.
It's the LeBron curse for what he did.
Maybe.
Oh shit. Yeah.
But that's the
It's
Antonio
crazy.
Brown thing.
He really punched up LeBron's mom.
I
Wow.
feel like what if Antonio Brown was always like this, but now that he got like he got kicked out of the NFL or something like that?
Well,
Or how did
he
he-
didn't like get kicked out of the NFL. Like
He just
his
stopped.
antics started picking up, and then people just stopped fucking with him.
What's
It's-
the first thing he did?
He literally
The first-
went to the Patriots and then he's like, I'm not gonna play unless I can have this helmet. No, my bad. He was on the Raiders.
There was a rape allegation on the Patriots.
That
That's why
was
he got
ac-
cut.
Okay, well, hold up. So he played for the Steelers, then he went to the Raiders, right? And he said, "I want to play with this helmet." And they said, the NFL said, "We can't make we literally can't have you play with this helmet." Like, and he's like, "I'm not playing football unless I play with this helmet." And you would think like, "Oh, he's the biggest wide receiver in the league, one of like the top 3 easily at the time." You would think like, "We'll make the comment." They're like, "No, we're still not making accommodations." He gets fined for doing all this bullshit, and then he goes to the Patriots, gets he makes like one touchdown there for like in like I think one game, and then the allegations came out. He gets let off by the Patriots. Then, honestly, it seemed like he was like not doing that much. And then like the past 2 weeks again, like all this crazy ass stuff is coming out again.
And he's starting to rap.
Yeah.
Dude, have y'all seen his music videos?
Yeah.
Are they bad? I haven't seen them.
Heinous. Heinous, bro.
Yo, he opened for someone who was tough.
Bro,
Like it was someone who's tough. I forgot who it is though. I think it was like Moneybag Yo or something. I forget. He opened
Why
for
would you want
them, dude.
Antonio Brown like opening for you?
I don't know. Yo, can we get a fact check on that, Joey? Who did
Yeah, like,
Antonio Brown open up
People
for?
in the crowd be like, "Yo, is this Antonio Brown?"
No, I still. It was on like the flyer and everything. Like he was promoted with it.
And, he was, and
promoted with
his
the
fans
show.
were sitting there and he's like, what are we listening to?
dog.
It might, you know, he
Bro,
might
just
be
watch
fire.
the music video.
You think he's
dude.
fire?
Watch the
You don't
music
think he's
video
fire?
where he's just like, Watch the music video where he's like dancing in the house and there's like a bunch of girls everywhere and they're all twerking and there's just money in the air. Literally, anytime he's on camera, he's just standing looking at the ground and he's saying the same lyrics the entire
A
song.
whole lot of money.
Yeah,
Is that what it's called?
You've seen that?
Isn't it a whole lot of
He's
money
just-
for like
and the-
16 bars, right? Like,
Bro,
a whole lot of-
every
Whole lot
time
of
the
money.
camera's on,
Whole
he's
lot
just
of
in the air, like standing on a chair, just like looking at the ground dancing. Every single time.
Bruh.
The song is just like,
Holy shit.
this is like what he's
Right.
even
That's
going on.
mad funny.
Yo, Joey, did you find it?
He actually got in trouble recently.
Like that's another thing. Like he's rapping now.
Yeah.
Like he spent all this money on that music video probably, and that shit was ass.
Bruh, is he still getting money though? I feel like he's good. Like, is he still like getting money?
He's
For
cut.
rapping?
Bro, he's
Not
cut.
from rapping, but
Yo,
just, like,
he got cut, bro.
Is he like that? Is he rich like that?
He's definitely rich,
I mean,
but
from
like,
his
where's
past,
he getting
but,
money
like, he's
from
not really
right
getting
now?
bread right now. He's not.
Think about it. I feel like every time, like, isn't he on a Madden cover?
Yeah.
Every time that gets sold, like, doesn't that go down?
Yeah, I guess you got hella bread from being on.
Dude, he's definitely not poor, but like his money is getting used right now. He definitely isn't in the position to be using it.
I mean,
If he has
I
lawyer-
think he has enough money. You know
He's
what I'm
still,
saying?
he's still.
He's
I mean,
not, I feel like he's not
he-
like 100 million or something.
He don't
like
got
that.
a
He can
whole
just
lot of
throw-
money.
Yeah, he can't just throw it
Lil
around.
Keed and Lil got it.
It was Keaton got it. There's your
Yeah,
boy.
what?
He opened for Keed. He opened for your boy.
That's actually OC.
That's actually
That's
too
actually
much.
A whole lot of money, man.
Keed was like, "What are you doing, bro?"
Keed talk to him.
He was like, "Get out of here." Got it like Ninja
That'd
Turtle
be
ass came on the
OD.
stage. And get out.
Yo, chill,
He's not
bro.
enough for you, bro.
I
Yeah,
love
I'm
God.
telling
I
you,
love
bro.
God.
About
You
to
love
add
God.
Yeah, you got Adam.
Yeah.
Shit, but
He told him to get off the stage. They're like AB, like, bro, did you just sing? Like, dude's a draft.
nah, they threw a football like to the corner of the stage. He ran and caught it, and then that's when they came in. And stuff
It's just like, it's like
For
he's
real?
so bad. Where it's
No.
like,
That
it's just like his music video was so bad. It's just like I couldn't even take it seriously. It was that bad.
Dang, one of those, Jones.
I hope
It was just really not good, dude, at all.
I hope he gets his shit figured
Yeah.
out, man. But
Yeah.
the people are looking at his like mental shit now. So that's
Yeah, he got like ordered to do a mental evaluation. Y'all heard about that?
Yeah.
Like it's like
I'm sure.
no,
I
he
hope
like
so.
no, but it happened like actually like
Yeah.
he has to do one now from like the I think it's like a court order. Yeah.
He's
good.
He's about
Good,
to
he's
put on some
wildin'.
meds, bro. Like,
Yeah, he probably-
You'll think he go to jail?
Yeah, I think he's gonna go to jail for sure.
Like a whole year sentence, something like that?
I don't know. I don't
That
know
would be
enough about the court system, honestly.
That'd be OD. Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, but real quick though, before we cycle away from football too far, Super Bowl predictions. Who we got? Is it 2 weeks from now?
I think
Well,
the
we have
Niners
to
have
fix
it
that.
just because like they have such a good. I think if the Chiefs have like an amazing game, like with Mahomes and everything, if they just go off, they'll win. But if they don't go off, like if their offense like doesn't perform to like what their offense has been like at their best, if it's like an okay offensive game, they'll lose. They have to have a great day.
What do you think?
I'm about to go with the Niners.
Go with the Niners. Their defense too stellar.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like they have to have a great offense.
They had to go off, dude. I think it's
Their
gonna.
defense is so good.
I think it's going to be the Chiefs personally. You know, like Mahomes, crazy, bro.
That's what he is so
like,
good.
and they have a good line too. They can protect
They
him,
do?
and he's mobile. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you,
Like-
Pedro?
I'm going with the Chiefs.
You think so?
Yeah, Mahomes is tough. He's a good quarterback. Crazy.
He has one of the best arms I've seen in so long.
Pause.
It's crazy.
It's crazy that Jimmy like goes to the Niners though, and everyone's just like,
You can't
Dude, he
say
was gonna
nothing
do some-
around you, man. You can't say nothing. I swear. Pause.
I'm gonna get his ass.
Blah, blah. Fuck you, man.
you were actually Carl
I
Lacking
hope
right
your
there.
new puppy shit all over your bed. Fuck you.
Not on camera, bro.
Pause.
Come on, G, cut that.
Yo, real quick, did y'all, while we're on the topic of football, before I forget, y'all know who's performing in the halftime show? Are y'all hyped for
J
that?
Lo and Shakira.
Yeah, that's gonna be really hyped
That's
though,
gonna
low
be
key.
good. I don't know.
They're like legendary performers, high key.
They are, but they always do
They
get
are.
legendary performers for Super Bowl. But like somehow, like they always end up fucking it up.
That's what I'm
saying,
They
bro.
always end up fucking it up somehow. Like wasn't who was on that last year?
Travis.
Travis.
And that-
One
it
of
was
his worst
It was the
performances
SpongeBob
ever.
thing.
That was-
Dude,
No,
yeah, we did this
Yeah.
sponge
Shit.
like that.
Sound like he was drafting it up in
It was
Houston in like
crazy.
2011.
Literally, that was the weirdest performance.
It was so weird.
It was odd.
Hopefully they
But
don't.
yo, J Lo and Shakira, they'll vibe.
They'll vibe. That's what I'm
They'll
saying.
Oh,
I'm excited.
They definitely vibe,
Yeah,
bro.
they're definitely like the same like lane too.
I hope it's like was last year the Rams? Was that last year's Super Bowl?
Yeah.
That was like the worst Super Bowl ever. That was like 3-0 was the final score, something like that, right?
13-3.
It was like, but it wasn't until like the last like couple minutes that anyone scored.
That
right?
wasn't even a fact check. That was off the dome.
Yeah. That is like literally was like a really, really boring Super Bowl though. Like, exactly. So I hope this is a great year because like this playoffs have been so good for football. Like without a doubt. Really like this was like one of the best wild card years in the last like 10 years. Like without a doubt.
The Titans made things very exciting.
Texans, yeah.
Yeah, the best Super Bowl in the past few years is the one I think it was it might have been, it was 2-3 years ago when the Patriots came back from like
it was against the Falcons.
Yeah, against the Falcons. That joint was crazy.
That was like one of the best Super Bowls ever.
That joint was crazy.
Top 3.
I'm not even lie. I don't even like really watching football like that, so I really didn't care like who won. But like just like watching like all that happened so fast, like because I love basketball because there's always something happening.
Yeah.
If football was like there was always like something happening, like people always getting hit, but like if it was just constant scoring, it would be so tough. I'm
not super into football. I just like sports, so like I just kept up with the playoffs and stuff.
Fact.
Like I really didn't even watch
sports.
football. Like no, I just like sports a lot. I didn't even really watch football like ever until like 2 years ago.
I'm sorry,
but that Super Bowl, just like seeing Tom Brady just like take them there like to that point,
he took over.
Insane.
He took over.
You just like when they scored in overtime and he just like. Just like ridiculous. Y'all saw Eli Manning like officially retired. Did y'all see that? That's like it's also a really we should talk about. That's a really big deal too. I mean,
Patriot killer.
Definitely one of like the biggest quarterbacks of our lifetime.
Oh yeah, 100. How many rings did he have?
2.
2. That's what I was thinking.
Both against the Patriots.
Yeah. So imagine being like in that family, bro. Just both your sons just NFL players. Like they're definitely like tough growing up.
And then you're just
but then
imagine
straight.
your older brother is like the best quarterback ever, and then you were just like,
I mean, you're still
I had like 2 good years.
Well, at least they're not Archie Manning, the oldest one who didn't even make it to. Well, he made it to the NFL, but he didn't do very well.
Oh really?
At least they're not him. Yeah.
How old is he?
He's the oldest. I don't know how old he is, but he's older than Peyton.
I mean, bro, he's still in the NFL. He's still making bread. Like he's one of the higher paid NFL players for sure.
Well, he's retired now.
I mean, yeah, well, he was when
Eli.
Yeah.
They also have ridiculous sponsorships. Like their whole family. Like Peyton's probably has still so many commercials, so many sponsorships. Like he's just like who would not want to like listen to Peyton Manning? Such a great guy in general.
Oh yeah, he's mad cool. He's mad cool.
Yeah, bro. I had Thanksgiving with him.
Yeah. Okay.
What's the next topic though? For sure.
Eminem set the world record
for
most words said in like 30 seconds or something.
Yeah, 30 seconds.
Now, I'm gonna drop a bomb on you guys. That headline's not real.
For real?
Yeah, the Guinness Book of World Records does not cover that stat. So there's no world record for it.
But is there like an unofficial world record?
No.
Do you know what I'm trying to say though? Like, is there something that like the Guinness Book hasn't done, but like it could still exist?
Well, but the Guinness Book of World Records holds all world records.
How many words did he say in 30 seconds?
224.
It was 4.
224, 330 syllables.
So it was,
yeah, facts.
It was 10.65 syllables per second, or 7.23 words per second.
God dang.
For 31 seconds.
Yeah.
Wait, really? You said 7.2?
About that fast?
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
I have something to get off my chest right now.
Yo, Hypebeast reported it was 7.6.
He sounded like Siri, man.
There might be conflicting reports.
229 in 30 seconds.
Okay.
Damn.
Good. That makes me feel a lot better.
Y'all heard the song,
You didn't have it wrong.
Yeah.
I didn't even read the lyrics to that song, bro. I didn't I was listening to that in the shower the other day, and I was
like, you didn't hear him?
No, I know.
No, he said.
You're just like washing your hair, and he's like, dude, he just said 14 verses.
Yeah, I heard the song, bro. He goes hard. That's what I was trying to talk about last week's episode. Like nobody else can do that. I don't think.
No one else can do that.
Maybe. What about Busta?
Alright, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
but
I mean, obviously.
he hasn't done it.
Sorry,
bro. No. Like, you have a good point. Like, obviously, Busta's like, like literally any time that anyone brings anything up about how fast someone can rap, you can never leave him out of the equation.
You got to, yeah.
Like the last time I heard Busta on it was the Justin Bieber Christmas album, bro. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, he won't come out and do it right now, but M will, and I feel like is M older than Busta?
I don't know.
No,
I don't think so. No, Busta is dumb old, bro.
Eminem is 47.
All right.
How old is Busta? Can we get a fact check? How old is Busta Rhymes?
I know he's dumb old. But
I
feel like he's dumb old. Like, when I was looking at the Look At Me Now video, I was like, I feel this guy's pretty old.
That was 27.
That's what I'm saying. That was like
47.
They're both 47. They're both 47. When's their birthday?
They didn't have a diss track. He said, you can't rap faster than me.
Busta's is May 20th, 1972.
It was Eminem's.
And then Eminem's is
It was like when it was made to the
We're
twins.
so E for this. We're so E.
October 17th.
Oh, Busta's older though.
Buster's like, bro, I'm older. Like, what are you coming after me for?
Yeah, dude, I'm so much older than you. What's your problem? Shit, that's
Yeah.
funny as hell.
But like Pedro was saying, like Eminem's like out here still doing this. Busta's like, I don't even know what he's
And then
doing,
people
bro.
are out here,
Look at me.
and then
Yeah, like-
and then Joe, like you said, like last podcast, then like he's still out here doing this shit. That's like where he got his name from, his like ridiculous rap like that. And then people are like, take that shit back to like 2001. But at the same time, it's like, dude, I'm the only person doing it. Like literally, just let me do it.
Yo, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like
he wasn't rapping that fast.
no, yeah. When he
No,
first
I
came
know,
out,
but
he was
like,
not rapping fast.
I'm not even talking about the speed. It's like his style.
It was
Like
more
his
his
style
Rap
combined
God.
with the
That's
speed.
when he started rapping dumb fast.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Rap God.
Rap God was OC.
that holds a record in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Rap
Oh, it
God?
does?
Rap God does.
It
Yeah,
still has a record.
yeah.
That's
It's just for Rap God. It's the most syllables said in a song.
Is he? But
I think.
Is
Or
it gonna
most
get
words.
updated?
It's either most words or most syllables.
I think it's most words.
It might be most words.
Will it
Most
get
words
updated?
in a hit single, 1560.
There we go. Boom. Most words.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Actually crazy.
That is
Like
pretty
this man's got someone get off his chest.
You're just like in the shower listening to God's City, just like putting some shampoo on your hand. You're like, dude, you just told me a whole story. I couldn't even hear it.
Dude, if you blink, you miss that shit,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying. When I get
Start
home,
thinking
I'm
about
gonna look
something
at the
and miss
lyrics.
that shit.
Yeah.
When I get home, I'm gonna look up the lyrics. Like,
playing
I
in
need
the
to know
car,
what he's
so-
saying, bro.
There's
I
been-
have no idea.
There's been so many TikToks about it.
Really?
Yeah,
Bro,
because
I
people
can't lie.
trying to recite it.
I
What was
can't
he
lie, bro.
talking
I do
about?
not like TikTok.
TikToks.
Like, I don't know why.
TikTok
Like, I'm not
Joe
a
just
TikTok
had to
guy.
talk about
I'm
his
not a
favorite
TikTok
app
guy.
right now.
You're not a TikTok guy?
Nah, because I just feel like I don't know, bro. I just feel like they're just trying to be like Vine, like you know what I'm saying?
It literally
Hey,
is
follow
fine. I
my
don't
girl
even have-
Nicole Bloomgarden on TikTok. She's got over 200K. She's fire.
Fire.
She's fire as
Follow
fuck.
Nicole.
And
She
follow young Louis too.
She
Young
geeks.
Louis. She doesn't got as much followers though. He's kind of trash, but he's
Yeah.
funny though.
Young
Who's
Louis.
Young
Follow
Louis?
her.
Nah, you gotta have to get hit. Do the search young Louis.
Alright.
Okay, but I mean, like Vine is basically like, I mean, TikTok is Vine, like without a doubt. It's just like it literally is the same thing
It's
with
just
different
2020.
name. It's just 20 times more cringy.
It's not,
TikTok is like
It's
the
not,
cool
it's
uncle.
different.
Vine is
dude.
like,
No, you can get so creative with
No,
TikTok.
it's
though.
a-
The
it's a-
editing is so different.
it's just like,
bruh.
yeah, it
it's-
is.
I mean, I'm saying yeah.
no,
it
but
is,
what
but
he's saying, he's like, it's trying to be like Vine, but like it literally is like, it is Vine, but more.
Vine
It's,
It
like,
just
it's the
Vine is
music. It's
better
the music
than-
that makes it different than TikTok.
Yeah.
It's because it's from originally from like Musical.ly,
Musically,
right?
yeah.
It's the music that makes it different. But it's like the things people are trying to do is like the same. Like
It's
the
just
same
like too
concept
much.
as well.
It's just
Yeah.
too much, dude. Like,
sometimes.
there needs to be like
Like-
half of a TikTok act.
Because that's why
TikTok
Vine was
app,
so funny. Because it
where
was
it's just
6
not
seconds.
so annoying. Like every time you're on, it's just like the cool posts.
Yeah, but shout out to TikTok. Give us a sponsorship real quick. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? Run us up. But speaking of our sponsors, you know, we have one right here. We're actually in the building right now. It's Rotate RVA. Giving you some fly resale shit, some streetwear. You got them Jordans, got the Nikes. Got
Check
all
them on
that.
Instagram. They post every day and they ship every day. So.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet. Rotate RVA.
If you need that drip, come through.
Yeah, definitely.
I know there's a lot of no drip ass niggas watching this, so come through, please.
Yeah.
Save yourselves. Save yourselves. Yeah, so I guess that looks like a wrap for today's episode, you know?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you didn't catch it at the beginning, you can check us on IG at the Clout Talk Podcast and our parent media company at the Clout Cloud. You know how to do. Again, special shout out to Rotate. Great space here. Thanks so much for letting us use it. Shout out to Brian at Rotate for that. And you can check them out on Instagram, if I didn't say it already, at Rotate RVA. And they, as Brian said earlier, they ship. Different Brian. He doesn't own it, but he's still tough though. But
We'll see y'all next week. Let us know if you, like, definitely talk to us in the comments. We definitely love to read the comments. Like, one of
Yeah.
our favorite things.
Yeah, give us
on
some
Instagram,
feedback, you know,
not
give
only
some
YouTube and the
debates.
Instagram too. We like to debate with y'all.
100%. So signing off for the four of
See y'all
us.
next Monday.
See y'all next week.